Hello, welcome to Studio Talks. My name's James Swift.
I'm Josh McNorton, and our guest today is Jane Bennett.
Hey Jane, you
Hello.
okay?
I'm absolutely fine. Good to see you two boys.
So how are you doing in the lockdown? And have you got any suggestions for anyone?
Well, do you know what? I'm not doing too bad at all, really. I've got a nice garden. Well, I say nice, it's a bit overgrown, but I can get out in the garden, you know. You can have a week of walking, no, an hour of walking, and we're lucky because the sun's shining. If I would give anyone advice, I would just say, just take each day as it comes. Try not to worry too much. We're all doing the right thing. We can't do anything else.
No.
Yeah, I'm not one for routine, but I think a little bit of a routine might help a bit. But that's, we'll be out of it soon. But we're just going.
Yeah, hopefully so.
What's your history with the studio and what does it mean to you?
Well, my history with the studio is I started sort of attending with a group of young people. No, I didn't just get them off the street, by the way. It was a Just Chill gang. It was a youth project. And lovely Louise said that we could use Wednesday evenings, I think James might remember this gang, to do some music and stuff like that. So every Wednesday evening we had some young people. These were teenagers who worked with Tony, Riley and myself, and Louise would do stuff with us too. And we just get involved, learning instruments, recording and performing sometimes. And then it spiraled from there, really. I did more groups with the studio, began to sort of volunteer and do some work as well. And it's been a big part of my life for about 7 years. And the poem says a lot about that, really, even though it's not that long. Thank God. It's a great place and you're all great.
What do you think the key of the studio becoming such a big community as it is now is?
I think one of the big things is how friendly it is and how everyone's friendly in the building now, welcomes people. I think a lot has got to be to our Louise, who will welcome different projects, different people to give things a go and let them. So then there's a lot of different ages who use it. You know, it's the 7 years our Lou's been there, you can see the difference.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Show and the stand-up that Jed does and the regular, the bazaars. I just can't mention it all, but I think because it is so friendly and easygoing, I'm saying easygoing, but they know what they're doing. So it makes people feel really comfortable, but you can get stuff done. The theatre that's happening there now, the people, I mean, Sat Art days. I mean, me and you, James, will remember the old days of Saturday when we used to do the guitar group with talking through music. Which is fine, but we had a few kids and you did a great job of teaching them. I learned a lot from that. And then you look at it now, because there's 4 different groups going on. It's just amazing. It's an amazing place.
Saturdays have definitely grew, haven't they? Because it used to just be, as you say, it used to just be the one thing, and it's a big it's an event now, isn't it? It's essentially an event.
It is, and it's about going, right, okay, well, we'll let someone else do that in that room, someone else, and this is me, it's Louise, and all the staff like you guys and Josh, sort of supporting people in different rooms technically. Toast making is huge, and of course, you support me in Tambourine Tots with the audio because that'd be a nightmare. And I think it is. Again, people can come, and it's part of the morning, isn't it? It's a great Saturday morning for them to be able to have a chill at the end, have a chat to everyone, or just come and do stuff and go. And because there's different ages as well of the activities, someone can do Tambourine Tots with me while the other kids are doing stuff with Georgina, Wayne, or Rob. It's win-win all around, really. So yeah,
exactly.
I think so.
Going on to the subject of poems, how do you write poetry?
I'm laughing, Josh, because I've been writing poetry on and off. I tell you when I started writing poetry, when I worked in a plastic bag factory many years ago, and it was a bit boring at times, but you know, we used to have a laugh. So then I started writing poems for everyone. I can't say how I do it. They're not brilliant, they're not very good really, but it's just what I do is just, it's the mainly funny ones. And I just think of things that happen, write it, and it just seems to rhyme. I don't know. I do a lot of rhyme in poetry. That's the only way I can do it. And that's how I got into writing poetry. And I sound like I'm a really big poet. I'm not really. But
what I really like about your poetry is it is there for for fun. Like, it is a nice little. It always brings out a laugh or something. Like, it is.
Yeah.
It's always very good. So with that in mind, would you like to read a poem?
Go on, lad. I will read a poem. I will. And I'm going over to my laptop now to have a read of it. Okay, so this poem is quite poignant because it is a birthday poem for the studio. So I'll give it a little read out. It's not that funny, this one either. But anyway, here we go. Happy 10th birthday to the studio. What a fabulous place it is to go. All ages are welcome and made to feel at home. In the studio, you'll never be alone. Just over 10 years ago, the doors were opened again. It could have been demolished. What would have happened then? All the great projects would not have seen the light of day. All down to Jackie Florrick's determination, I have to say. The studio has offered so much to people over the years. It has helped them find hope and overcome many fears. Recording their songs and treading the boards, inspiring many who come in their hordes. For 7 years, it's been my world. Always an adventure, being in a creative world. I couldn't begin to explain what it's meant to me, from learning the guitar to making the tea. I have not got the time to give everyone a mention. Those who have given so much care and attention to organising gigs, stand-up and bazaars, the best venue in England by far, or the world even. In the final verse, I'm going to give a big shout out to our Lou, the best manager I've had, without a doubt. Always giving us support and advice that is sound. Here's to the next 10 years. See you after lockdown. That's it.
That was really good.
And that's
that was really, really good.
Oh, thank you. And like it says in the poem, you just cannot mention enough people. James, you've been with us. I've been with you a long time. Josh, a year, obviously.
It's been a year,
Just, it's been great.
It's been a year full of many stuff that I normally wouldn't have done.
Yeah, that's it.
Coming to see events that even though I'm working them, but I probably wouldn't have been coming to see them because I'd never really heard about them before working there.
So not only work there, but we just get good experiences, don't we?
Yeah,
definitely.
And of course, you were Viking, wasn't you, Vicky Chemic?
Yeah, I was.
Which I'll never forget, which was brilliant.
Sweaty day.
Cool. Oh yes, a bit like a day to day, very hot. I'll let you speak.
Changing the subject to comedy. How do you write your comedy, and how do you prepare for it?
Oh right, comedy. I feel I'm in a comedy every day in my life. But I've done a couple of stand-ups. She's the comic now. I've just done a couple of stand-ups. Listen, because we did a course years ago with Sam Avery.
I was going to say you did the first one, didn't you?
I think it was, yeah, probably, maybe. And it is. It's very. I mean, in one of my poems that's not been published yet, guy, I always say that people think it's so easy to, when people say, "Oh, you should get on the stage. You're dead funny. You're dead funny. You should get on stage." But when you get on that stage, oh my God, it's so hard. So I found when I got on there, twice in my life, I did poems really, so I could just fall back on them. Yeah, but I do admire the comics that get up there because it's so hard. And I think it's just it's got to be determination to keep going, because sometimes in most of my case, just got a flat audience who were thinking, "Oh my God, just hurry up and get off." But it was good fun. It was good fun. No. Too kind, Jane. Too kind.
So in the past, I mean, how long have you been doing Tambourine Tots now?
It must be. I think we started when the project of this 3-year community fund started. 18 months, maybe a bit less.
I think so, yeah. Definitely, you get an atmosphere where everyone's enjoying it and stuff like that, and it's always very fun. I'm just wondering if you wanted to perform one of the songs from Tambourine Tots.
Which, you know what, thank you for that, because I think, I would love to. Now, this song is one of our favourites, and it has before the lockdown, before the washing hands, but it is the wash your hands song. And I think, as a little tip for everyone, if you're bored of singing Happy Birthday washing your hands for the 20 or how many seconds, don't want to say it wrong, sing this song instead. So I'll give you a little blast of it. It's one of our particular favourites. I'll get the guitar. Right, so it is called wash your dirty hands. So you can sing along if you want, boys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wash your dirty hands. Wash your dirty hands with a rubber-dubber-dub-dub, scrubber-dubber-dub-dub. Wash your dirty hands. Now wash your dirty face. Wash your dirty face with a rubber-dubber-dub-dub, scrubber-dubber-dub-dub. Wash your dirty face. Now wash your dirty knees. Wash your dirty knees with a rubber-dubber-dub-dub, scrubber-dubber-dub-dub. Wash your dirty knees. Now wash those dirty feet. Wash your dirty feet. I'm just messing with a rubber-dubber-dub-dub, scrubber-dubber-dub-dub. Wash your dirty feet. Last bit. Now spin me round to dry. Spin me round to dry. With a rubber-dubber-dub-dub, a scrubber-dubber-dub-dub. Spin me round to dry. And there you go.
That was really good.
Enjoyed that.
Fortunately, lads, you'll not get that out of your head now all day.
I know.
It's one of those songs.
It occurred to me as I was talking. Would you like to explain what Tambourine Tots is? Because
of course.
It occurred to me as I was like, oh, it's a really good, and I was like, no one knows what it is.
Yeah, I know. I should go that. Tambourine Tots is at the studio when we are off lockdown, hopefully back again, as part of Saturday Art Days. It's about a 40-minute little class for carers, mums, dads, grands, nans, granddads, whoever, who have got little ones aged between 0 to 5, because you can carry the babies round. And it's sort of learning music, little bit of dance, well, not from me, and rhyme, and playing a few tambourines through song. And it's one of the best ways that you can start learning your speech, learning coordination. And it is, I've made it sound quite serious, but it's an absolute laugh. It
is always fun, isn't it?
It is a scream, but the kids seem to enjoy it and get a lot out of it, as do the parents, and I do. And James, we have a laugh as well, don't we?
We do,
as you can see me panicking because I can't remember what songs they're. We've been doing it for 6,000 years.
As you said before, you used to do the guitar lessons with us, and then it slowly evolved into jam session. How have you found learning guitar?
Yeah, I mean, I must admit, I always said 3 chords Bennett and stuff like that, but I think I know about 8 now.
Definitely,
because I think, though we might not proved it on that song before, but I think because we're all learning together, and I think it was your idea, James, was it the jam session? Something that you come up with.
It was me and Lou's like collective idea, yeah.
I think because it's not a structured lesson, as we know when the little ones did it, you can get quite bored, can't you? And I think the ones who were ahead got a bit bored. But with the jam session, you can all just strum a couple of chords if you know them, and then other people can sort of like teach you the harder chords. Because we're doing songs all the time, it's you just sort of keep going without getting thinking, oh, I can't do this. It's a brilliant group. We love it. Sunday afternoons, as we know, at 1 o'clock, 1:30. And I think that's why I've learnt more guitar doing that than anything else. Practicing on your own.
Definitely,
practicing with people.
So
you're all great.
As you say, I think it is more level for, depending on how good you are, it is all, it's just for everyone, isn't it, really? Even if you've never picked up a guitar, I'm pretty sure you'd learn on something.
I think because you can tell them, James, and know you do to do easier chords, like G for now with it one finger, then you sort of get your strumming ready because you can just strum along with that chord when it when it comes up. So I just think it's a win-win situation. I love Sunday afternoons.
Yeah,
I think they're great.
Oh, definitely. So, Jane, where can people find you online, like socially?
Socially, Insta. I'm on Insta more than anything else.
Okay.
Twitter. You know what I mean? Not on the old Facebook now.
Oh, you know?
I mean, I'm too old for Facebook. No, I've kicked myself off. But Insta on Twitter, which do have a laugh on, the old Insta.
Oh. See, I'm the opposite. I kind of stay away from Instagram and Twitter, and I use Facebook.
You're on Facebook?
Every now and again.
Funny, isn't it? But it may change now that we're on this lockdown, you know what I mean?
Definitely, yeah.
But I don't know what we would have done without social media. And things like this.
This lockdown's got me on Twitter more than anything at the moment.
You're on Twitter,
Celebrities, But I still use Instagram and Facebook as well, but
It is
Twitter at the moment.
My Twitter account has only got
one tweet.
Yeah, and it will keep that way forever.
Go on, tell her what your tweet is, James.
It's, hey guys, Ariana Grande.
Is that what it is? Did you get any replies?
I don't. I'll be honest. I made the tweet and then I've never checked Twitter ever again.
I'm
so
on it. I like it. It's brilliant.
I don't. Yeah. Anyway, Jane, thank you for joining us today. That was absolutely great.
No, you made me day. Josh and James, great. Really good
fun.
fun.
Awesome.
And good luck with the rest of your podcast.
Nice to see you.
Great to watch.